All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromise, no mixing to fix it. Shalom to all Akim and a few Aquas who may be listening. It's your brother Batakala Yahweh from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. We're going to jump right into it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 7. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Sake the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite in sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that they say there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. All right, so this is just a preview of what's coming. All right, a preview of what the Lord is about to do. All right, like it's saying on verse 7, raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. The Lord is going to start moving on these people. He already is. All right, it's people getting judged every day. It's wars in the earth. Violence is everywhere. Women getting assaulted. From small physical assault to even being kidnapped and all type of crazy shit, man. And it's going to continue happening, all right? Because the Lord is angry with these heathens, and especially is angry with these 2/3 Jakes. And he's really starting to move on these people, man. All right? And it says here, even in verse 9, it says here that, even those who escape, as far as, like how it says, you escape a lion to encounter a bear, you escape a bear to get bit by a serpent, roughly paraphrasing. Even those people that escape the things that might be coming to get them, as far as people or even a wild beast or whatever, it's certain individuals that's going to make it through a lot of negative situations only to get to the end and get cooked by the nukes. All right, it's people that the Lord is preserving. It says that he'll preserve the wicked for the day of evil, roughly paraphrasing, and that's what's going to happen to a lot of these people. All right, a lot of people are going to think that the Lord is dealing with them because they get out of certain situations only for them to get cooked, man. And even the ones that, because it's not everybody that's going to be escaping certain things that they're going to know the Lord's not dealing with them. For example, it's particular Edomites or other elites that got bunkers that's more than likely going to protect them from the everyday troubles of Jacob's trouble, meaning that, a lot of these people in these bunkers are not going to have to deal with the day-to-day violence and just all the negative things that are happening out here, but they're not going to escape the nukes. Whether you're in a bunker or not, you ain't going to escape. If you're in America, whether you're in a bunker or not, you ain't going to escape the nukes. Now, it's certain elites that got bunkers other places in the earth, and they just going to get found and get uprooted by the men of the Lord once the Lord comes. Salaki, let me do that. So they're gonna, those that do even survive or those that don't get cooked by the nukes are still going to get caught and put directly into slavery. All right, because the Lord is coming back to destroy these heathens, like it say in verse 10, smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that say there is none other but we. So all these presidents, all these people that own these companies, all these people who you don't even know about, They think they're going to escape judgment because nobody knows who they are, but the Lord knows everything, and the Lord is going to catch and deliver all these people to the judgment, all right? Some of them will get put to death. Some of them will be allowed to survive to be the first fruits of slavery, okay? Because when the Lord comes back, he's coming back to put Israel into our rightful place, and Lord willing, we be of that number of those men that get selected on the first go round, that don't have to taste death on this side as a negative, because certain members of the elect that will perish, but they'll be brought back when the Lord comes back. They're going to be the first ones that get brought back, all right? But Lord willing, we of that number, not of the number of Jakes that gotta die and come back in the heathen as nutsack Israelites, all right? But all these heathens, they got a bill to pay, and they're gonna pay it. Just the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Now, this is in particular talking about the Edomites, but any of you heathens that's comfortable, man, the Lord is coming back to take you out of leadership as well. All right, now the Edomites gonna be the only ones that get eradicated off the earth after they serve their slavery. The rest of you heathens are gonna serve your slavery and go back to the lands that the Lord allotted for you, and just be tributaries for the rest of eternity. But these Edomites not gonna have that privilege. They're gonna do their slavery, and then they're gonna get erased from the earth. All right. But that's what's coming to you heathens, man. It's not going to end well for y'all. All these heathens think that everything is kosher for them. You know, you got a lot of these small hatters walking around thinking that they the people of the Lord. The ones that are fooled, because a lot the ones that's higher up, they understand what it is, and they know that the Lord ain't dealing with them. But these everyday small hatters, a lot of them really believe they're the Lord's people, man, and they're going to get erased. All right. Salakia. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. All right, so the Lord is coming back to set this in motion. The Lord is coming back to set this in place. He's taking the heathen out of power. He's putting them in slavery. He's going to allow us to participate in enslaving these heathens and presiding over these heathens. And we're going to break them down, man. And these Edomites, they just going to get broken and discarded. But, you know, like I mentioned before, and like the scriptures say, the other heathens that's not Edomites, they just going to get broken down. And then they're going to be allowed to be tributaries in their own land after they suffer the consequences for the things they've done. But this is the spirit that the Lord is coming back in, man. The Lord is not coming back to save everybody and to love everybody like Caesar Borgia tell you that he is, man. Like Jebus tell you that he is, all right? That's not going to happen. The Lord is coming back with a sword, and he's coming back to put people down, man, and to set Israel in their rightful place for the rest of time. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7. Let me see where I want to start. I'm going to start at 13. Salakia. This is Daniel 7 and 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So the Lord is going to give Yahushai the kingdom, And the kingdom is never gonna be destroyed. It's always gonna be here. Once it gets established, that's just gonna be the rule for the rest of eternity. All right, because the Lord is gonna bless us with new bodies. He's gonna put the law, statutes, and commandments in our hearts, which is in our mind, and we're not gonna be able to go off, which is what causes all of these heathen nations to be taken out of rulership, because they end up going off and being wicked, and the Lord removes them for that. But when the Lord puts us in power, he's going to make it so that we don't go off, and he's going to allow us to rule over the kingdom for eternity. All right. Verse 15. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto them that stood by, and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of things. These great beasts which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. All right, and that's talking about the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, and the Romans. And the Romans would be taken down once, but would come back and form a neo-Roman empire, which is what we live in today. All right. Verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. All right. And that's what's coming, man. The Lord is coming back to take these heathens out of power. He's going to destroy what is currently the neo-Roman Empire. All right, the second Roman Empire. And he's going to set the Israelites in power under Yahushua and King David. And that's just how it's going to be forever, man. You heathens are forever going to be in a second-class position. You Edomites are going to be slaves for 1,000 years, and then you're going to be destroyed, and it ain't going to be no more Edomites. And the world is going to go on in a state of greatness. All right? Everything's going to be done properly according to the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and that's how things are going to be. All right? And Lord willing, we be those men that are chosen to make it on the first go round, and we don't have to suffer, death by pain on this side, and have to come back with everlasting shame as a nutsack Israelite. All right. With that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromises, no mixing it to fix it. Shalom to all the Akim and a few Akwad who may be listening. Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, shalom.